All right, so I just finished messing with the cutlass up there, right? We put power to it, we tried cranking it, did all that kind of stuff, right? And as I said, I've been sending everything to Chippy. Like, as I've been working on stuff, we've been talking all the time, obviously, right? And he's super stoked about everything going on. And it's kind of funny that I was about to give up cranking on the thing for a minute. And Megan's like, what are you doing? Don't give up. Don't be a quitter. And Chippy said something earlier about, yeah, we don't give up. So that's what I want to talk about on this week's Tuesday Morning Tech Tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. I know, guys. I'm supposed to be down here cleaning all this stuff up and making room for the cutlass because it needs to be down here. I've done pretty much all I'm going to do up there. Actually, I've done more than I wanted to do up there. There's just stuff I need to figure out, and well, this place is still a mess. I got stuff everywhere and projects to finish, you know. Old Wade's been after me. I need to get this guy done and out of here and driving every day, because that's what I want to do. But guys, I'm working on some stuff, and I'm not gonna show you what it is because you're gonna see it in some upcoming videos. But that's what we're working on down here right now, and that's why the car's not down here. But that doesn't mean I'm not always thinking about it. My mind is all over the place. You can probably tell by the way a lot of these monologues go. I'm kind of all over the place. But that never give up thing really struck something. And I think it's important, and I think it's something that we should talk about. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So you guys probably already know this. Because what did Megan say when we were driving out to Virginia? It's not a stereotype if it's always true. Well, I tend to be a pretty big Stallone fan, right? Particularly the Rocky movies. I mean, the whole theme of those is never give up, right? He's always down and out, and, you know, I ain't hear no bell.
Yo, Tommy! I didn't hear no bell.
Right, he comes back, and, you know, of course, you guys have probably seen 1 or 7 of them, whatever. Either way, that can easily be related to like everyday life. I mean, I got it. That's a movie, right? But I was gonna give up. I was like, if you remember, I was saying that this guy Jay, not the Jay you know, but the other Jay, he had that motor, and it broke free, and we didn't know anything else about it except for it was broke free. So, like, I immediately was like, well, I don't know if this one's good. Let me get that just in case. I had already given up on the cutlass up there, and I didn't even try. And talking to Chippy, he's like, well, you know, we don't never give up. And I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Right now, he was right. So I went and got after it. I dropped what I was doing when I got home from work that day, ran outside, and seen if I could spin the motor. You can tell it was a little locked up, but it broke free. Still got a little gallop to it, but like I said in the video, it's getting a little better. And by the time it's all run, it'll be fine. We've seen this a million times. If you guys are watching this channel, you probably watch a bunch of other ones where guys are always saving these motors, so I'm not worried about it, right? Let me say this. I told you, I think in the first video about the Cutlass, I said it's basically a small block Chevy, but it's not. It's absolutely not. I was just actually paying attention, and the distributor's in the front. So strike what I said about the small block Chevy thing. That's what these 4.3s are. Yeah, that's a 350 missing the back 2 cylinders, but 3.8s are a little different. However, they are told to be bulletproof. Now, if you ask Ole, they're bulletproof because they're turds, because they're not hot rod motors, nothing like that. But they get the job done, and that's what we're working on right now. If Chippy wants to go further later, we'll look at that. But right now, we got a lot of work to do in this thing. So we're not going to give up on a motor that seems to be good, you know. And And I went to do it again. I went to give up trying to crank that thing because it wasn't starting right. I thought it was going to boom right away, and it didn't. And I don't know why I thought that. I mean, I can't even push the gas. I can't even any linkage. There's nothing there to help that thing along. I'm sure the accelerator pump's dead. I mean, there's nothing. So the fact that we got a little boom, boom, boom is a win, right? And I was going to give up before that. Now I got a little bit better, feeling about all this. So why was I going to do that? How many times has this happened? I mean, I probably give up quite a bit. I mess with stuff, it doesn't work out, but I come back, right? So, you don't ever want to give up completely. When you give up completely is when you kind of just sell it, right? You're like, I don't care no more. Gone. Which, I didn't really do that with anything. There was some times let's get rid of it, but I don't know. I'm like right now I'm struggling, but I'm not giving up on this video, guys, because, well, because if I did give up, it would probably negate everything I say about not giving up. So what I did with the motor, I got out there. I said, let me see. I went out there. It spun. Sweet. I don't need that other motor, especially when I look at the differences and all that kind of thing. Well, but you do gotta know not when to give up, but maybe when to compromise. That's probably a better one, because I'm out there and I'm zooming up everything. I was just messing with those that linkage again, trying to get something to move, and it's just not moving. It is locked up, and I wasn't like mashing on the gas, but just pushing my foot on the gas. It won't do. It is just solid stuck. It looks like the linkage is trying to move a little bit. I think that carb is just that locked up. So, looking at parts, Rock Auto seems to be, there's a lot of different ones out there. eBay, this, that. There's a guy that has carburetors that, you send yours in and they rebuild it. And I've used them before. I had an 88 Dodge Dakota with a 4-cylinder. The carb was jacked up. I tried to do that with that one. It didn't work the best. I don't know. I think we're our best bet, because, guys, I don't want that carburetor back. That's another thing. Like, if you send it off to get it rebuilt, because I'm not a carburetor whisperer or nothing like that. I've rebuilt a couple. I can tune a carburetor, but
You cannot tune a fish.
Well, you're getting better.
that thing is bad. It is bad. You look down at it is bad. And on top of just the fact that I mentioned it's bad, it's also electronic. There's electrical. So now we're messing with that being corroded, all the electronic stuff, and just the carburetor itself. Guys, that's not a good. It's the old 1-2 punch right there, So I found that Rock Auto's got one. So that's another thing. You gotta look around, right? Because the first ones I found online were $500-$600. I'm like, oh yeah, it's crazy for a carburetor. So I actually started thinking for a second, hey, maybe I get one of these 2-barrel EFI setups for like $1,000 or whatever, and then that's way better. But better depending on what you like. Reliable. I'm still not sold on 100%, guys. It's I don't know. I'm just not. That's all there is to it. But there's $350, something like that, and then or maybe it's $400, and you send the carb in. You get a core. Either way, it's bench tested, set up ish to go. Got a warranty on it, right? All these things. Or I could go buy a rebuild kit. I think the rebuild kit was like $100 or something like that. It was something crazy. And then I'm working with that crap, and I don't have a bench test and that kind of stuff. I don't know the electrical side of it at all. So, and that thing is so bad in there. Who knows if those parts are salvageable? So, we're not giving up on the carburetor. We're just making a good decision. So I get that on order, and but when we get the car down here, you'll see we're gonna pull it all apart. As far as I gotta, guys. I don't know if you can see in that video or not, but there was so much mouse crap and whatnot, and just all that insulation is all around it was in the carb and everywhere. I wouldn't doubt if I pulled that out of the top of the motor, so maybe I shouldn't have cranked it that much. Yeah, we'll be fine. But no, actually, there's nothing in the carb. I looked, but yeah. So we'll clean all that stuff up. We'll get all that linkage out of there. We'll soak that stuff. We'll bust the rust. We'll paint it, clean it, whatever we got to do. But the carburetor itself. So we're not giving up. We're just I don't know. Put in motivational quote here, I guess, because I don't know. But don't give up. But know when to humble yourself. That's probably good. Know when to humble yourself. Know when you're kind of going to get beat and where it just makes more sense to drop a couple dollars and get something that's solid instead of fighting that forever. That's where we're at. So I was kind of thinking about that. Little conversations, man. It's good to talk about these things. So I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Clean up down here. Get ready to get the car down here. And like I said, we're going to take a break for a couple weeks while we wait on parts and wrap up a couple things we got going on here. You can catch all that on future episodes of Pugliese Speed Shop. And until then, thanks for watching, guys.